Hold on. Trap battery's gotta be charged.
Don't mess with me, that's my cup chest.
Gotta break this off.
Hack it up. Ghost endurance is no match for the
I
living.
thought there were 4 of us.
Yo, shaky.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do that. Did you make it? All right. Reaper? I sent him a couple of invites. Yeah, it was fucking annoying. Yeah, it's like I don't know if you were in there, but somebody was talking about that, and I said, look, it is not my job to be a babysitter. If you're a parent, you should know what your kids are doing on the computer or the video game console and what they could encounter, because I don't need to watch my language. I will say things that I probably should not. Well, then they're going to grow up knowing a lot more than their parents, probably. I think that's kind of what happened to me. My parents, they were on drugs. They didn't give two shits about anything. I had to figure things out for myself. Oh yeah, I was telling Aquatica all about, like, before I ended up coming back here to Utah. I was over at my dad's place in East Texas, and dude, it was he. When I went there to it was supposed to help him out, but I didn't realize that he was on the crack pipe like he was. And it was to the point to where he was back in his room doing it all day long. He lived in a mobile home, which is nothing wrong with that, but he let it get to shit. Like, there were holes in the floor. Um, he had, at one point when I got there, he had 12 or 13 dogs, and he would let them shit and piss inside the house, and that is why the floor was all rotted through and shit, and like they were doing all that inside the vents, and so it was bad. Like, I stayed in my little room all to myself. Like, I never left. I had a little hot top in there because there were rats and shit that were running around in the living room and the kitchen. And I just, like, I that's not how I have ever lived. and that's not how I want to live. And it was horrible. My health was getting even worse than it already is. It was a bad situation, and he and I never really got along. Anyway, I was just doing what I felt that I needed to do as a son. Um, but then I overheard him one day. I was in the kitchen getting some tea or getting something to drink or something, and I overheard him introduce this other crackhead that I went to school with. But apparently he, me being gone, working the radio for all these years, not going home or seeing him, apparently he came around and was talking to my dad, and I guess they hit it off and become close. And um, I overheard my dad telling one of his friends, he's like, "Yeah, this is my son, Jeremy." And I'm in the kitchen just like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" He's introducing this dude, this other crackhead, to his friends as his son. And so that was just kind of it for me. And then uh, we got into a bad fucking screaming match, and my voice got a hell of a lot louder than his, and I had a knife next to me, and I grabbed it, and I wasn't intending on hurting anybody, but that scared him, and he went back into his room and talked to my mom and was like, "I've never seen him do this. Something's wrong with him. He's off his fucking rocker and shit." And I'm like, "No, motherfucker, I'm sick and tired of being treated like shit. I'm sick and tired of living like shit. Like, this is not my life. He doesn't care about me. He doesn't care about anything." And so it was at that point that he was just like, I'm giving all this shit to Crystal, my sister, and she's gonna, this, when I'm gone, this will all be hers. And I'm like, okay, I'm pretty damn sure she doesn't want all this fucking trash. So if you want to give it to her, go ahead. And then he got pissed about that, and I'm just being fucking honest. Like, there was so much shit there that his crackhead buddies would go to, like Walmart or Lowe's, Home Improvement or Home Depot or any of these places, and they would steal shit, and then they would bring it to him, and he would pay like $10 or $20 or maybe a crack rock or something like that just to take it. And so his place was filled with tons of hot items. No, yeah, yeah, and he turned into the biggest fucking hoarder. And then he built all these little shed shacks on his property for all these other crackheads to live in. And he was running like Romex electrical cable through the fucking yard. And dude, it was a fire hazard. He didn't have, because he lived kind of out in the country, but where he lived didn't have to be on sewer because it was built at a certain time, and whatever, I don't know what the deal was with it. I think it was like grandfathered in or whatever. And then so he lied to the water company and told them that he had a septic tank. Well, he didn't. He had a backhoe come over and he dug a hole and then put the pipe from the trailer into the fucking hole, and then pipes from all these other little fucking shacks on his property into the same fucking hole, and then put concrete over it, and that was his septic tank, and he was sticking to it. Well, did he ever get it pumped? No. So guess what happened? Motherfucker overflowed. That entire yard was nothing but fucking turd central. Literally. It was it was crazy. Anyway, I didn't mean to just throw all that on you. I just got on the rant, but shit, I've been in Utah since February of last year, so just over a year. Yeah, no, I'm here with my aunt who is here. She's elder. She's like 75, 76, and she's on oxygen full time. And when I came, y- yeah, pretty much. That's my job. Um, and then because yeah, no, and then because of my health, I'm on disability, so fortunately, I do get that income. Um, and then I help my cousin out. She's got triplets. She's a teacher here in Utah. She teaches high school, and then, like I said, the triplets, they're all about to be 17 in August, and yeah, so it's a full house to say the least. But you know, oh, much, so much. I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way. Honestly, I've always been closer to my aunt and my cousin than I have almost anybody else in my family. Um, did Yeah, yeah, and it was kind of funny because my cousin's ex girlfriend, she told her once, she was like, none of my cousins am I ever close to like you and Rex are. Like I just y'all were. I've never been close like that with any of my cousins. So that kind of made me feel good in a way. I mean, we just that was our family. Like me and my cousin, we were really close with our grandmother, and we would always be hanging out together. And my cousin, shit. I'm turning 39 in September, so she's 50, I think, or about to turn 50 in November. So we're pretty close in age, but like she would always come over and babysit. Like she was really into when I was born, like she was there. So she just kind of, we just grew up close like that. And so it's just kind of always been our thing. So, yeah, it's pretty chill. Uh, yeah, you need. Oh shit, dude, that fucking sucks. I'm so sorry. I couldn't imagine. And I know that that's the inevitable is going to happen to where someone who I'm super fucking close with is going to pass, and I'm not looking forward to that day, and it's going to kill me. Dude. Yeah, I couldn't imagine. That takes a strong person. What? How long ago was that? Holy shit. Yeah, man, that takes a strong person to do something like that. Yeah, I have an older brother. He's former military, Air Force, but he and I do not see eye to eye. We are not on the same page. He is all about Trump, and it makes me nauseous. And I can't. That's not. I can't. I can't. I can't. And yeah, he is, dude. No, fucking everybody else over in the process is not going to do anything for this country. Yeah, and he's fine with that because he likes to boast and lie about all kinds of shit. I'll tell you what, though, this fucking Elon Musk shit in him is the funniest shit ever, dude. I just, it is the funniest breakup. And what's irritating me now is apparently Musk is going back on X and he's deleting all the posts that he made tying Trump to Epstein. So now I'm wondering, like, okay, what's the deal? What's going on? Who's got something on somebody? Dude, there's so much corruption. I want to get out of this fucking country so goddamn bad. Dude, it's horrible. I mean, I at least want to move to a blue state if I stayed here. How so?
Show them how we do things downtown.
Oh, it's just us. You want to stick around, or what do you want to do? Downstairs in the lobby area. Yeah. If you're not,
Battery's topped out. Need to recharge.
that's such bullshit. That's why when you were talking about that, it kind of reminded me of Mormons. Holy shit. Oh my, what? Oh, we got someone who came in here.
My pack!
When did they make that to where it was like optional? Damn, that's still pretty recent though.
Ah! The ghost overheated my pack!
So was it any different than like public school? Oh, so it was literal 40. Jesus Christ. Oh no. I'm glitched. In the yard. Now I'm in the.
Really gotta get this ghost now.
There's paranormal activity everywhere. You need to subdue it. Uh-oh. Where are all the civilians? Bad. Very bad.
The rifts ain't gonna close themselves. Ah. You okay?
Can you hear me? Oh, okay.
The ghosts are taking over the place. Get things under control. And fast.
I don't know where an
Too
object
many
is.
folks are spooked. This is not
Right
good.
now I'm over the top ceiling of the courtyard.
Civilian space gone. That's just more space for you to finish this.
Wait.
Pack it up. Ghost endurance is no match for the living.
God, that was the weirdest fucking shit. I'm probably gonna call it right there. I'm getting sleepy. Alright, man, later.